Friends, today in Wow Series 21, I am going to talk to you about a concept known as resilience. Most of the people would have heard about the resilience, but before my starting this Wow Series 21, resilience I am going to talk in two parts, Part 1 and Part 2. Today I will cover Part 1. I will quote from the Bible, Proverbs 24:1-6, an encouraging verse which says, "For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief." However, the inspiration comes when one realizes that for the one who is doing right, the failure is not the end of the road. If you ask anyone to tell you what they understood by the word resilience, the immediate reply they give you is the ability to bounce back. One of the psychologists says in a lighter vein that human beings are not rubber balls to bounce back. He says resilience means the ability to crawl back from the ditch one has fallen and in the process exhibit the strength to dust himself, lick his wounds and continue the journey of life, knowing well that he or she may fall into some other ditch. Please remember, not in the same ditch, because general saying is only a fool falls into the same ditch twice. Resilience, therefore, is the ability to withstand adversity and crawl back from difficult life events. Being resilient does not mean that people do not experience stress. No, it doesn't mean that they don't experience stress. Emotional upheaval and suffering are there undoubtedly. Resilience is the process of adapting well in the face of adversity, trauma, tragedy, threats, or significant source of stress, such as family and relationship problems, serious health problems, or workplace and financial stressors. Resilience involves crawling back from the difficult experience, which can also result in significant personal growth. What are the various resilience skills? Dr. Ginsberg, human development expert, proposes that there are 7 interrelated components that make up being resilient: competence, confidence, connection, character, contribution, coping, and control. These are the 7 aspects. For this, I add 5 more attributes, and they are emotional well-being, inner drive, future focus, relationships, and physical health. Imagine you are going to take a trip to climb a rocky mountain full of jutting rocks and small ditches and smooth slopes. What will be the plans and advanced preparation you make to ensure that you can climb the mountain and return back safely? Perhaps you would consult the more experienced who earlier climbed the mountain and plan your route, or rely on the companionship of trusted friends along the way. Maybe you would pack extra life jacket or consider using a bigger and stronger ropes. With the right tools and supports in place, one thing is sure: you will not only make it through the challenge of your mountain adventure, you will also emerge a more confident person once the trip is over. Life may not come with map, but everyone will experience twists and turns, from everyday challenges to traumatic events with more lasting impact, like the death of a loved one, a life-altering accident, or a serious illness like cancer, etc. Each change affects people differently, bringing a unique flood of thoughts, strong emotions, and uncertainty. Yet, people generally adapt well over time to life-changing situations and stressful situations, thanks to resilience to some extent. While these adverse events, much like rough and jagged rocks on the mountain, are certainly painful and difficult, they don't have to determine the outcome of your life. There are many aspects of your life you can control, modify, and grow with. That is the role of resilience. Becoming more resilient not only helps you get through difficult circumstances, it also empowers you to grow and even improve your life along the way. Being resilient doesn't mean that a person won't experience difficulty or distress. People who have suffered major adversity or trauma in their lives commonly experience emotional pain and stress. In fact, the road to resilience is likely to involve considerable emotional distress. While certain factors might make some individuals more resilient than others, resilience is not necessarily a personality trait that only some people possess. On the contrary, resilience involves behaviors, thoughts, and actions that anyone can learn and develop. The ability to learn resilience is one reason research has shown resilience is ordinary, not extraordinary. One example is the response of many Mumbai residents, Mumbaiites or Mumbaikars, what we call, to the terrorist attack and individuals' effort to rebuild their lives after tragedy. The 2008 Mumbai attacks, also referred to as 26/11, were a series of terrorist attacks that took place in November 2008, where 10 members of Lashkar-e-Taiba, an Islamist terrorist organization from Pakistan, carried out 12 coordinated shooting and bombing attacks lasting 4 days across Mumbai. The attacks, please remember, the attacks which drew widespread global condemnation began on Wednesday, 26 November and lasted until Saturday, 29 November 2008. In all, at least 174 people, including 20 security personnel and 26 foreign nationals, were killed. More than 300 people were injured. 9 of the terrorist attacks were killed and 1 was arrested. Please remember, but Mumbaikars were in a position to come back. Maybe with great difficulty and with great distress and lot of effort, undoubtedly. That speaks of the resilience on their part. Friends, I am covering the part 1. Again, I will come back to you with the part 2. Thank you.